Tony and Zach, let me ask the same question to each of you. It doesn't require a long answer.
Sure.
If this game is a track meet, are you feeling good? Like Oregon is the roaring Ferrari, UCLA roaring Lamborghini. Like, how do you welcome a wide open game similar to what we saw with Utah and USC, or does one of you think, oh, actually we need to control the ball, grind down the other team, and slow the tempo of this? We're not talking Dana Altman and Mick Cronin, but how would you view the prospect of track meet versus a slowed down game, and which team that favored? Let's start with Zach.
I think I would accept that. I think that Oregon can thrive in that. That's not me saying that I think that if it's a track meet that Oregon would win, but those are the types of games that we've seen Oregon play so far. We are yet to see Oregon win a 21-10 game or a 17-10 game. So I know that they're succeeding when they're putting points on the board. And I know that their defense is also liable to give up points at times. So if this is a game where the over hits 75 or something like that, that doesn't dissuade me from saying that the Ducks can still win this. So I think that Oregon can still succeed in a game like that.
I think if it is a slow down, low scoring game, UCLA loses. Now, that's not to say I think they're going to win if it's a track meet, but I don't think they win if it's a low scoring game. I think they need Charbonnet to bust off a 35-yarder somewhere in the process. I think, you need DTR to be looking at Jake Bobo for, 20, 25-yard, pass catches in there. And I think UCLA needs to be putting up 40 plus for them to have a shot to win it. If it's a low scoring, rain up there, slowing down the pace of the game, I don't like UCLA's odds.
One of the things we had in the USC-Utah game in terms of the tactics was that Utah offensive coordinator Andy Ludwig, he relied on the pass, and that he really outflanked Alex Grinch by sticking with the pass, because USC continued to expect the run and continued to get burned, expecting Tavion Thomas between the tackles, having Cam Rising throw to Dalton Kincaid. Alex Grinch never made that adjustment. So with that as a basis, if you're, let's ask Zach about this. So if you're Oregon's defense, are you content to allow 4-yard handoffs to Charbonnet so that UCLA is going to incrementally, matriculate the ball down the field, but at the expense of splash plays? The Bruins don't get splash plays, but they keep Oregon's defense on the field. They control the ball. They keep it away from Oregon's offense. Are you should Oregon tactically do what USC did not do, which is give up the 4 or 5-yard handoff so that you prevent the big splash play over the top, you prevent the home run? Do you think that is a proper point of focus for Oregon, or do you think you have to stack the box against Charbonnet, and so that you turn DTR into just a thrower, not a runner, and you force him to win this game down the field with his arm?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that the Ducks are going to need to do is try and stop the run, but I don't think that necessarily means they need to stack the box. Like we were saying earlier, both teams have really incredible rushing defenses, and I think these defensive lines can do a great job in the front seven of stacking not stacking the box, but plugging those rushing lanes and getting some pressure up there. So I worry the most about the secondary with Oregon. I know that's probably the weakest spot of their defense. They've got a couple nice pieces there, but the pass rush has struggled to get pressure all year now. So I think their main focus needs to be stopping the run. I worry about that allowing DTR to kind of use his legs more and kind of open up the passing game. But we've seen Oregon play a couple of mobile quarterbacks so far in Cameron Ward and Jaden DeLora, and they've done pretty well against both of those guys at holding them in the pocket and not letting them get loose. So, I think that should be the main key for them.
All right, Tony. So you saw Caleb Williams. He busted loose for some big runs at times against Utah. DTR against Utah did not have to run. Charbonnet was able to carry the ball. DTR did it all with his arm. So what's your sense of how UCLA's offense and Chip Kelly going against Oregon's defense? Do you need to unleash DTR as a runner in this game to get at Zach's Oregon defense, or do you think that he can just do it with his arm, and you give the rock to Charbonnet and you kind of keep that division of labor as you had against Utah, which worked pretty well.
It did work well, but I think, giving credit where credit is due to Oregon's rush defense, I think you need a greater diversity against Oregon in your offense than you had against Utah. I think you need a greater mix. You look at DTR and he's completing 75% of his passes, but there's no real but after that other than it's for 250 a game, right? So it's not like he's throwing for 350, 400 yards a game. He's getting about 252 a game. If you get him to that level, he doesn't have to have some breakout 400-yard game. If you get him to that level, get your 100 yards that you're getting from Charbonnet, but keep that offense diverse. Don't overly rely on DTR going downfield. Let him run. Let him do the RPO offense. He seems to be doing it better and making better decisions in it than he has historically. Keep that balance in the offense, and I think you'll be competitive all the way to the end.